Hi everyone, I'm Mark. I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Welcome to another week with messages from your angels. And today's date is February 7th. So let's get started for your messages for this week. I have 4 cards in front of me. Card number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pick the card that you resonate with, that pulls you. To see your reading, skip to the timestamp listed in the description box below. So let's see. All right, well, first of all, I just want to let you know, your angels, this is for card number 1, Raphael and Gabriel. So Raphael and Gabriel is for card number 1. Let me see the message they got for you this week. Our message is, oh, this is really nice. This is for friendship. Nurture your relationships. Okay, so friendship, nurture your relationships. And what they're saying to me right now to tell you that you want to treasure your friends. You know, your friends. Well, I know some friends come and go. I know I've had my own experiences with it. You know, we all have, haven't we? So the ones that are really precious, really spend the time this week and really spend more time with them. Either call them up on the phone or see them in person. Do something, or just, they tell me like this is a good week for you to rekindle your relationships. If you haven't talked to a friend in a long time, call them, you know, and see them if you can. If you don't live out of state, you know, I can understand that it could be a little hard. All right. So, but if you notice, you can see like the 3 women there. So it's like saying their friends are together, they're connecting. The interesting part of this is that if you notice, this one's yellow, this one's pink. Let me see. Okay, and the other one's blue. I have my finger on it. Okay. Now, look at this. Look how this breaks down. The blue represent expansion in your friendship, opening to new friendships as well as old ones. So this is a good week. You never know. You could be at a social group, or it could be a family thing, and you could meet a family member that knows of a friend. I mean, oh my God, it could be in so many situations. Or go to social groups where you can meet new people. I think that would be unique. You know, if you want to, you don't have to. But the main thing is to rekindle old friendships. So rekindle old friendships, as well as make new ones. And this is what they're telling me, to make new ones. Because again, the blue represents expansion, openness. That means expand yourself to new friendships, as well as rekindle to other ones that you have limited yourself or you didn't have the time for. Now, dealing with, this is like a pinkish purple color, very high frequency color, kind of goes into the indigo violet, very high. So you want to be there, not only for expansion and being with old friends that you haven't seen in a while, and really let yourself go. Another way of saying, expand yourself. Let yourself go and really find friends, or friends that you haven't really connect with. Okay, and this is really dealing with, you're dealing with the indigo violet. It's dealing with the 3rd eye, and it's above the head. So this is chakra 6 and 7. This is about of seeing and believing of what you have in front of you. So it's also about appreciating your friendship. You know, because it's important to see things exactly how they really are. Now, within our friends that you don't want to be with or connect with, well, guess what? You don't have to be friends with them anymore. It's up to you. You know, but you may be looking into, they're even telling me, your angels are even telling me about even people maybe more friendship into the spiritual aspect of things, finding spiritual people you could connect with and share about spiritual wisdom and knowledge, or learn from other new friends as well as possible old friends about spiritual growth, on how could I grow and what have you been experiencing even in the psychic sense or the spiritual sense. So the third eye really goes into seeing things and being aware of things. And it goes also, because it's an indigo violet color, it's about spiritual. It's about really evolving and evolving with friends. Why not? For friends. And sometimes, believe it or not, they also tell me sometimes you could be your best friend of really learning for yourself. But again, this is more about the rekindling of the friendship. So just understand that purple represents more about seeing things how they are and really appreciate it, but also really grow with them, evolve with them. And spiritual doesn't always mean just about, oh, I see ghosts or I hear loved ones. No, it's about the spiritual growth of who you are as a soul, what you need to learn, grow, and evolve with. All right, so, and then you're dealing with the yellow color. The yellow really represents, this is more about, this is the third chakra right here. It represents the solar plexus. It represents your emotions. Any old emotions that you need to work out with your friend, work it out so you could become closer. Or anything that needs to be expressed, from your friends, express it. Because look, you got the blue here for real expansion and expression. And here you're dealing with the yellow, you're dealing with the emotions. So if you're dealing with the emotions, think about it. So things could be, they may need to be worked out, or maybe needs to be expressed and open more. So you may need a more of an open communication with your friends. So keep that in mind. That's really, really important, okay? And if you do notice that they are together and you see all these colors, these beautiful, beautiful colors. So just notice that there's almost like flowers on it. It's like a blooming friendship. That means the flowers represent blooming friendship. You could see the flowers on the hair. If I'm seeing that correctly, then I know I am. Okay, and if you notice, it's kind of almost like outside. It's like wander in Mother Nature and enjoy your friends. Go outside of your house and enjoy the nature together and connect. What nicer way to reconnect with friends is to be outside, if it's not too hot or too cold, of course, but really connect with Mother Nature as well as your friends. Okay, so that was your message or messages for this week for friendship, to really make friends with either new ones, old ones, and really rekindle and connect. And now we're going to go on to card number 2. Card number 2. Oh yeah, your angel that came forth, I just wanted to let you know, Metatron and Uriel. Metatron and Uriel. The dragonfly. You got the dragonfly. What does that represent? Well, you know what? A dragonfly has a tendency of really moving around. But a dragonfly, I just want to let you know, can see things exactly how they are. So your message for this week is really be realistic with yourself and see things. That means look at all areas and be aware of what's really going on, because sometimes you can be blindsided and not even know. So be aware of your surroundings for the message for this week, of your surroundings, and knowing how to adapt to it, or you could be learning from it. Who knows what you may not be seeing. So keep an eye on it. So the dragonfly is there. It's very receptive. If you notice, if you ever see a dragonfly, they look around and they're very careful. And if you try to get close to them, they fly away really quickly. They can see you more than you even realize because they have such a beautiful eyesight. Their eyesight is so clear that they can see exactly what's going on. So they're very aware, they're very receptive. So that's what they want you to be. Also dealing with, now you're dealing with emotions here because you're dealing with the yellow. So you're dealing with emotions. So really, and it says right here, it says live life to the fullest. So now you want to be in your surroundings and being aware of what's going on. Remember I told you dragonfly is very, but also they want you to see by being in Mother Nature how things can blossom. Here's, I just want to show it to you. Here, right here, are the roses. Roses, represents also flowers too. It represents blossoming. That means seeing things how they are and learning from them and growing. So there are things you may not be aware of that you didn't see on the outside that you can actually learn and grow. From, because that's why you're getting the flowers there. So be aware of really growing and evolving this week. Dealing with connecting to Mother Nature or whatever's outside. You could be learning something that you may not realize. It could be, look for the signs of growth and learning. You could be learning about a building. You could be learning about, you could meet someone on the outside. It's something about growth and learning and blossoming. Anything that could connect with you on the outside, check it out and see. You don't know where it's going to be. But be aware of your outside and be aware of something that you're going to learn and grow this week. Okay? It could be anything. It could be like, I didn't know how to go down that street and now I do. I just never paid attention to it. I didn't know I was going to meet someone here. That's kind of weird, wild, kind of weird. I never expected to meet someone. Or it could be anything, or you could bump into someone. It could be a job opportunity. It could be anything, something learning from the outside. So keep that in mind because it's blossoming here and that's you being on the outside. But dealing with a lot of emotional stuff to really feel whatever you're experiencing emotionally, you're feeling, but it's going to affect you more on the outside than the inside. So be aware. You may feel some sadness. You may feel some happiness. You may feel a surprise or whatever it is. You may not felt the way you felt. But so be aware of your emotions, what's really going on. Because all I can say is, they're showing it here because look at this. I mean, this yellow is spread throughout. So when it's spread throughout, that means emotional expansion and growth. Also dealing with Mother Nature. Maybe you also need, they just told me right now, maybe you need to be part of nature. Okay? And getting your emotions out and talking to Mother Nature, let Mother Nature talk to you by sensing and feeling what you want to say, but maybe what Mother Nature's expressing to you. So something about with expression, but living life to the fullest of seeing things how they are. And mainly it's the outside, but it's also about growing, blossoming is part of the message also, as well as an emotional expansion. That means you may want to share things to the Mother Earth, or you may want to let things out on the outside, or you may want to connect more with the outside than the inside. So a lot of different messages are in here, but remember, live life to your fullest. And if you live life to the fullest, what they tell me for this week, you'll be surprised what will come up for you. And that is card number 2. Now we're going to go on to card number 3. Card number 3. Let's see. Okay. They're telling me right now is Gabriel and Metatron. And Uriel. Oh my God. So Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel. Those are your message or messages for this week from your angels. And let me see what they have to tell you for this week. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I love this. I think most people would love this. New beginnings, beginning your new life. New beginnings, beginning your new life. What does that mean? That means anything that you find to be old or doesn't serve you a purpose, they're saying start fresh. So this week is about for you, about starting fresh, right? Starting that you want to feel something that you never imagined before. Like, I mean, this could be a new beginning with dealing with new friendships, dealing with starting a new job. I mean, it could be about working on your inner self. Think about that. Working on your inner self. And really, because look at this, you have the yellow here. So it deals with emotional stuff. They want you to become creative with your emotions and really expand your horizon. Okay? And because they want you to start fresh. That means anything from the past that's not serving you anymore, it's to let it go and to go forward. And when you do go forward, then you're going to see more. And I'm just telling you right now, you're going to see more of an expansion and growth for this week for you if you express yourself and really work through what you're feeling. That means whatever doesn't serve you, let it go. Learn how to let go, but also dealing with things that you want to start this new beginning. Old things to get rid of and new things to start. So you can start with a new beginning, but of course get rid of the old stuff. Now, if you do notice, look at this, there's red here. Red represents the first chakra. It deals with grounding. Ground yourself when you start a new beginning. You know, some people may drain you. It could be old. It could be new people you could meet. It could be old people that you could meet, and they could be telling you, they could be bringing back old memories from the past that you don't want to deal with anymore. Remember, you're going to a new beginning. So stand your ground. If someone says, well, you shouldn't be doing this or you shouldn't be doing that, yes, you have every right to do whatever you want to do. You have every right to do whatever you want to do. So remember, when you start a new beginning, don't let anyone tell you that if you want to start something, that if you feel very strongly about this new beginning for you, go for it. Whatever makes you happy, and that's what the message is. It's to make you happy, a new beginning. So go into your inner self, meditate, and find out what is the new beginning for me? What do I need to do to prosper and make myself happy? Because the old way, I want to get rid of that. I want to start my life like over again. I'm going to start it from scratch. Because if you do notice again with the red, it means grounding, stay in your ground, and do what's in your heart. Don't let any people persuade you not to do it. And the yellow, look at it, is mixed in there, dealing with the emotional stuff. So stand your ground and listen to your heart. That's a really good way of saying it. Stand your ground and listen to your heart. And then look at this, and then you have that dragon, and the dragon's like saying, no one's going to get in my way. I'm going to fight to the end. That means you're standing your ground like I told you. And the dragon comes out and roars with that fire coming out of the mouth and saying, no, this is what I want. No one tells me what to do. And I'm not afraid of anyone. And if I need to confront anything so I can start a new beginning, I'm going to confront it. Because I got emotional stuff right here that I'm going to work out, that I'm going to send out into the universe. And then I got the blue. Look at the blue here. It's about expansion, openness, letting things go and starting fresh. So your message for this week is a new beginning. Start fresh, get rid of the old, and move forward with the new. And by doing that, because I love with the blue all around, it's about really opening and let go and really feel that you could start fresh from a nice start of really going forward in your life. All right, so now we're on to card number 4. This is card number 4. So let me see. Okay, who are your angels? Okay, Gabriel, Metatron, and Michael. Let me see what your message is for this week. Let's see. Oh, this is something we all have problems with. Wow, this is really powerful here. Face your fears, release the power of fear. Okay, so your message for this week is really letting go. And look how beautiful this card is. If you really look at it, it's a really beautiful card. Look at that blue. Blue is about opening up. And look at the horses moving forward. It's telling you to move forward, open up, and whatever you need to confront, and then move forward in your life. That's why the horse is blue, and that's why the horse is moving forward. And now look at it. Okay, now you're dealing with, okay, here, let me show this to you in detail here. That this is you right here, right? This is you. And you're like afraid, you're like covering up, and you say, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could handle this, you know, kind of a thing. And like you're holding yourself, and you're very like, you're almost like afraid. But look at this. Then you have, and I find this really neat. I really love this. Then you have the flower you're holding on to. You're saying, I don't know if I could blossom or not, or confront my fears. I don't know. And that's why your head's down. That's why you're holding the flower, because the flower represents blossoming. But you have your head down. So you're afraid to blossom and move forward. So don't be afraid. This week is really confront your fears and get rid of them, and really feel good about yourself and move forward like the horse. That's why you got the blue, and sometimes you may have to confront people, like even at your work. It could be people in your family, sometimes your own fears. So there's a lot of fear work that you need to do, this week, but definitely blossom. And that's what these flowers are here for, to really blossom and grow. All right, so keep that in mind. And look, you're wearing blue, just like the horse has blue. So it's time to let go and open up. Okay, and don't put your head down anymore. Keep your head up and say, I'm moving forward. And that's what they want me to tell you. And look at the blue, it's in the sky, and it represents really about open your heart and move forward and really to express. All right, and then you have the green on top here, even though it's a tree hanging down almost on you. That's really close. Yeah, it's not that close. It's closer to the horse, but it does represent healing. So healing of the fears and getting over them and put them to rest finally. Yeah, put them to rest. Don't let them bother you. So much. And if you do notice, it's almost like you could see like the different planets, because they're like saying that this is like throughout the whole universe and galaxies. You want to send out this message about saying, I confronted my fears, universe, galaxies, and I'm ready to tackle the world. Nothing fears me anymore. So you're dealing with the green, healing once again with this planet right here. Let me see if I can get it to show you. Right there. Right there. Okay, and then this planet, then you have like, it's kind of like almost like a brown color. Brown is a transition change. It kind of goes into the black. The black is more the transition, but brown can eventually go into black. So it's, actually, I believe it or not, there's actually a little black in there. So if there's a little black in there, so there's a transition. Eventually that would turn totally black. That means the whole, so you're going through not a major transition. I'm sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there. But you're not going through a whole transition. It's just partly, but so it's not a major thing. You have to get over all your fears. Majority of them, they want you to. And if you look at the blue, actually there's a little violet, and the violet represents more about keeping your head up, set yourself at a higher frequency, as well as feeling good about yourself. Remember, so green is for healing, right? Transitions taking place because it's going from brown to black. So it's not a major transition, but it's a transition. And then you're dealing with the purple, keeping your head up and really moving forward and confront your fears. So this week, I know it's going to be hard for you, but you'll be able to do it and you'll be okay, is really to confront your fears. Because if you confront your fears, you're going to see you're going to be moving forward, this week. I mean, don't be hard on yourself, but do one thing that bothers you one at a time. Either dealing with people, dealing with yourself, dealing with atmospheres, whatever it is, whatever is spooking you or scaring you, confront it and just let it go. So this way you can have a fulfilling week and weeks ahead. Thank you everyone for being here once again. Your messages for this week. And just remember that, we have our growth, that we grow and evolve. And the thing is, what means to me the most, when everyone they're listening onto the YouTube, I'm really getting messages from your angels every week, because it's important, because they always want to speak to you, communicate with you, and let you know that they're helping you. They're in your favor. They're backing you up by saying, we're going to guide you through it, even though you have to do the work yourself. So really enjoy your journey, and knowing that don't be so hard on yourself by saying, oh God, this is too hard. Nothing's too hard. It could be challenging. It may seem hard, but it's really not. Only if you could just take one step at a time and enjoy the messages that I gave you this week and really put it to use from your angels. They send blessings and love, just like me. I love to see you guys every week here on Tuesday. But also I just want one more message for you. People have not have heard this before on the YouTube, but if you did like what you hear, please follow at Marc Healing Arts on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to me here on my YouTube, where I do weekly angel readings every Tuesday, like I just mentioned to you. But also, please be aware that also join me this week live. This is live now. My YouTubes, of course, are not, because you're listening to this afterwards. Messages from the other side on Instagram. It's Friday. So again, it's Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's 1 p.m. Friday, this Friday and forward, Eastern Standard Time. And the readings are for the collective. So it affects everyone. So the readings are for the collective. Hope to see you there, and have a beautiful week. And I'll see you this Friday. Take care for now. Bye.